Welcome to this vlog! It's getting so cold. Oh my gosh, there goes a bus. This feels like Australian winter to me, but it's only autumn. As you can see, clouds, it is rainy today. Those clouds. Can't see all of the mountains. Whoa, look at the clouds over there. Whoa. So just back to work today after having some time off, and Hugh is back from Seoul. So in the previous vlog you would have seen what he did in Seoul, which seems to be just eat everything. I'm going for a bike ride because it's been so wet and rainy. I haven't been out of the house in days. Someone, I don't know, you probably can't see there. Someone's like taking the leaves from one of our trees, and I don't know if they're supposed to be doing that. I'm gonna ask Hugh later, because if you remember in another vlog we were talking about everyone stealing our figs and persimmons. I don't know if that person's allowed to just take those leaves there. I can't see them anyway. I don't know. I'm going to show you guys something really effing annoying. It's been quite stressful in that in this village. So in this village, it's actually like there's laws about not building factories and that type of thing. It's supposed to sort of stay how it is, but that doesn't mean anything when people bribe officials and there's corruption in that. So people were apparently going to build a house just over here. And you can see there's a little old lady lives in this house. Tiny little house there. And they told her and they told the people at the back that they're just building a house. And then it suddenly changed to, oh no, it's going to be storage. And then we saw the frames go up and it's this effing huge building, which is way taller than any other building here. It blocks the view of so many people. And we're actually worried that it's a factory, which means that there's all the pollution, environmental issues, and which is not allowed. And so just our speculation is that there's corruption. So you can see here this huge monstrosity. So we've got this beautiful traditional hanok over here. All the other houses are quite old, and this little tiny house over here, and they've built this thing in the middle of our village. And so all the roads are getting torn up from trucks going, and they lied. They said this was going to be a house, and it's obviously not. So I'm just sharing with you the frustration of that type of corruption here, which has been, over the past few months, has been sort of stressful, and we've tried to do what we can and have petition and that type of thing, but can't do anything when the corruption goes all the way to the top. And also a lot of old people here don't understand, like, so they weren't really on board with signing a petition and that type of thing, because they're like, oh, what's the problem? And it's like they're not educated enough to know that once you have this come in to a nice area like this, there's just going to be more and more. And we've seen it in other areas. There's other areas that started out being like a nice village that are just destroyed now because there's factories everywhere, and it's bleh. Almost fell off my bike, and they're just destroyed, and there's factories everywhere, and it's not a nice place to live. And this is still a nice place to live. You know, we're not going to live here forever, but it's just a shame. It's a shame when there's that type of thing coming in and we can't stop it, and we don't have the time and energy to do it like just us. It has to be the whole community on board, and you can't do that when there's bribes being paid and that type of thing. That's just our speculation, so I'm not saying definitely that there's corruption and bribes being paid. It's just what we suspect has happened. Because why would that be allowed here? It shouldn't be allowed here. It's a monstrosity. The river is up so far because of the rain. Like, usually the river is half that size, but where all the sand and the pebbles are, it's come all the way up. Whoa. I just had a really sad thought. I realized all the birds must be flying south soon, like the cranes and the really big water birds that I see all the time. Okay, this is probably going to sound really dumb to anyone that lives in this type of climate, but in Australia we don't really have that. I live in a much more temperate climate, and we're already south. I guess the birds come to us. But all summer I've seen these huge white and grey birds, there's cranes and a few other species and that, by the river, and I just realised it's cold and I can see one or two, I think some smaller birds, and that's it. And they go for the winter. How sad is that? It's like a fact that I've known my whole life, but being an Australian, it's not something you think about that much. But now I'm in the Northern Hemisphere and in a colder climate, and all the birds are leaving. No, that's really sad. I know they'll be back next year, but oh, cold. Chupta, chupta. Ooh, I'm gonna turn back and go back into the village because it's too cold out here. Autumn. This is a dead persimmon. There's another one. What happened here? You look so cute in my hat, like a little train driver. So cute. So cute. So cute. We are going over to Wanji to... what are we getting? Chicken. Fried chicken? Hugh's mum's not feeling that well and his dad's worked all day on the farm, so we're just going to get stuff for dinner. We're gonna go over the bridge. It's cold. Okay, alright, I'll show you what I've got on. I've got 2 pairs of socks on and like a long sleeve thing underneath my sweater and this jacket and a hat. That's what Hugh has on. Shorts and slippers while he's riding the bike. Is he stupid or what?
I'm a man.
We're getting chicken. Downtown Wanji at night. Exciting. Are you getting chicken? Jagia, what should people do if they like our vlogs? What should they do?
Subscribe us.
Yeah, subscribe to us. And like this video. Oh man, the studio is so messy again. Bye bye. Bye.
Bye.